Their levels okay? Yeah, you're all bundled up.
Huh?
Bundled up?
I know. Got the layers.
No.
I'll do it with my button. There it is.
Yep. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here on the campus of Beverly High School to bring you Panthers baseball here, well, this morning, technically still. Dominic Lorenzano alongside Al Visnick and Rich Francis bringing you the action today as the Panthers get ready to take on the Gloucester Fishermen. Panthers, what do you say, 2-0 over the week. It was an exciting, good day in Panthers baseball over the week coming into this one, right, Al?
Yeah, on the road for a couple of games. Monday up in Tingsboro, where the Panthers played up there, and a very well pitched game and played game with a 4-2 win with John Cahill managing against his old college coach on the Tingsboro side. And then the game that got a lot of press coverage in the Salem News, which I'm sure a lot of people know about, Wednesday's outing in Danvers, which was a 1-0 Danvers lead going into the fifth. Noah Guanci was just on top of his game, including a 9-pitch, 9-strike immaculate inning, and then the Panthers hung a big crooked number in the sixth inning to win the game 7-1 going away.
It's kind of been the MO with this Beverly team. Start slow behind the plate, hope your pitchers keep you in the game, and then score some runs a little bit later. Did the same thing against Marblehead, right?
And when they do that and when they get going, it's up and down the lineup. It's contagious, you know. See that often, right? When things are going bad in the lineup, it goes bad in 1-9, and when it goes good, it goes good. So there have been a lot of contributions up and down the lineup.
Indeed, indeed. And the Panther pitching has been solid so far this year, and Anthony Mastriani on the hill today trying to keep that trend going. The Gloucester lineup against him, leading things off, is Matt Smith, the left fielder, followed by Lucas Simondinger, followed by Zach Morris, the pitcher, batting in the third spot, Braden Francis, the shortstop, Jaden Severino, and the sixth spot, Ryan Francis, the third baseman. Swing and a miss there. And in the bottom of the lineup, Jaden Toppin, the DH, Jacobo Martel, the first baseman, and Charlie Amaro, the right fielder, rounding out the lineup.
This Gloucester team, they're coming in struggling record-wise right now.
2-7, I think.
Yep, young. They're again one of those teams that lost a lot of players to graduation, much like Beverly did this year.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and a good start from Mastriani. 3 pitches and a punch-out. So, Al, can you tell us a little bit about Mastriani, just what he features, what you expect to see from him this evening?
When Anthony was a younger guy in Little League, he was just devastating with his curveball, and now that he's a big boy up there out on the mound, he mixes well. He has a decent fastball. He throws a curve, a little changeup. He has a two-seamer that moves a bit. So Anthony has a repertoire of pitches, and cool customer on the mound, doesn't get too rattled, and obviously, like all pitches, he's at his best when he's working in and out and up and down and staying away from that middle third of the plate.
Indeed, and that one swung on and bounced on the ground over the third. Visnick has it, throws, nice adjustment by the first baseman, and 2 gone. There is Carter over there at first base, and with that, seems like a good time to announce the positioning behind everybody for Mastriani. Noe Staffier, the catcher, the first baseman, Tim Carter, Logan Petrosino at second, Ian Visnick at third, Jonathan Reyes, the shortstop. In the outfield, it'll go Martin, Guanci, and Koloski.
So Morris, the pitcher, batting in the 3 spot today. Zach's been, Dom, you were saying it seems like he's been playing forever at the varsity level, which he has been playing for a number of years. And, you know, it seems like every time Beverly plays Gloucester, he pitches in the game.
I was just about to say, the very first broadcast that we did, he was pitching.
And the very first game of the season, he was pitching.
Yeah, and what we've seen the past 2 years is he had struggled first game with his control and didn't really do well, and Beverly was able to get on top of him. Ball right there. And then the second time around, he came and dominated Beverly. 2 years in a row, it was the exact same thing. So Beverly's kind of hoping that's not the case this year. He did struggle in the first matchup. Pop fly.
By the way, got him out in front on something off speed, maybe a straight change, high fly. The left fielder a little bit of trouble, but he's able to bring it in. And Mastriani has himself a nice, easy 1-2-3 inning to start things.
Nice 10-pitch inning there.
Yeah, so Gloucester nothing. Panthers coming to bat here in the first.
So talking about Morris, he is going to University of Rhode Island next year. He plans on playing baseball there. He actually committed last year to go there. So,
yep.
Zach was a two-sport player. He used to play hockey, but Beverly, Gloucester's got a lot of two-sport athletes on the team. Both Francis is out there, no relation. We'll talk about them when they get up to bat.
No relation to you.
No relation to me.
They're related to each other.
They are related, but no relation to me, though.
Well, they could be related to you educationally.
True. Not Ryan anyway. Cause,
never a student of yours.
Never been a student, and he's a senior, so I won't see him. Braden's a possibility.
Okay. So you said used to be. Is that what you said? So he is not a two-sport athlete anymore?
Yeah, he did not play hockey this year, so he could concentrate on baseball. You know, it's one of those things, you know that's your bread and butter. You know you're going to college for that, so you might as well focus on that and not risk injury or whatever, as hockey is quite the contact sport.
Well, that cuts two ways with playing one sport all year round as well. But
I agree with you.
I think it's the sign of the times. There's a club sport for everything, and things go all year round.
Yep.
And it is unusual to see the three-sport athletes anymore.
Yep.
You know, we see a little bit of it, but
the thing with Zach is, as a pitcher, you're probably more likely to spend more time in the winter focusing on the craft.
Yeah, absolutely.
Working with the pitching coach and stuff.
Also in pitching, I mean, it's such a strain on such a specific part of the body. I've heard a lot of times people say two-sport athletes and all that. It's good for you. It keeps you in good shape for whatever sport it is. I wonder if, as a pitcher, though, maybe that's not the case as much.
Well, but I think, Al, you can tell us, your views, knowing your background. But you also got to rest a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with a throwing athlete.
Well, that's what I mean by pitching. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean in general as an athlete. I meant specifically though if you are a pitcher in baseball.
I got you.
Well, you brought up the good point a couple of broadcasts ago, Rich, about Bobby Cox and the Atlanta Braves liking the guys from the Northeast because at that time I don't think there was a lot of the indoor facilities going on, and they would pick up guys who had low mileage on their arms.
That's interesting. All right, so Logan Petrosino, the man standing in the lineup that will face Morris, is Petrosino, Koloski, Ian Visnick batting third, Tim Carter, who we said playing first in the cleanup spot. Fifth is Charlie Salerno, the DH, Noah Guanci after that, the center fielder, Martin, Staffier, and Reyes all rounding out the lineup at their respective positions, left field, catcher, and shortstop.
Now, these two have seen quite a bit of each other over the years.
Oh, yes, they have.
That's a strike. Seeing the wide strike zone already.
Logan had a big 2-run home run, 3-run home run in the first game of the season against Zach.
Wow.
Talking with the Gloucester coaches before the game, assistant coach Dave Quinn was talking about Logan's power. He's impressed by it. Because Logan has had a few home runs off of Gloucester, going back to last year.
Last year, yeah.
The strike.
He actually put one over the right field fence in a comeback last year, his junior year.
That's right. Yep.
And put us out on front. I think it was a 3-run homer. Pretty sure it was. First game of the season this year.
2-2 is the count.
Logan swung on, gives that one a ride in the center field. The center fielder is not going to get there. It bounces in front of him. And Logan wins, as you said, the familiar batter between him and Morris the first time around here today.
Yeah, Logan's been swinging a hot bat. He really has been. Even his outs that he's hit have been loud line drives right at people. So he's in a good groove right now. And as John Cahill said in this week's paper, as Logan goes, so the offense goes. And I have to agree with that.
Koloski now the man standing in. Koloski swung on. He took a good rip at that first pitch fastball, but fouled it straight back.
Yeah, Gloucester was looking possibly at a bunt right there, which with Devin up at bat, you can expect that oftentimes.
Yes.
Try to get an early lead if you can.
Devin has been another one of those guys swinging a hot bat this week with several big hits, so we'll see what he does. He did bunt in this situation earlier this week, but it does look like he's swinging away here.
Well, at least let him give him one whack at it on the first pitch. Let's see if that remains the same.
And the runner's going.
Swung on, ground ball over to third. Third baseman has it. Has no play at second on the first to get the out. So Koloski does move him over to second.
The fielder's choice. Ryan Francis making the play over there.
I think that's a straight 5-3.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
For those of you scoring at home.
That's right. It was. That's right.
All right.
Because he threw it to first base, didn't he?
We have the system of checks and balances here at BevCam Sports Network.
So a man at second here with one away, and the number 3 hitter, Ian Visnick, standing in. Strike on the inner half of that fastball.
Ian usually takes everything to the right side, so we'll see if Zach keeps pounding him in to try to take that away from him. Although Ian does have the ability to turn on it, so we'll see what happens here.
They're giving him a gap out there.
Ian reached out there, trying to think I do exactly that.
That way, yep.
But a swing and a miss, and Morris has him in the hole here, 0-2. Ian, very good contact hitter. Someone you don't really worry about too much with 2 strikes. Obviously, you never want to be there, but certainly a guy who can battle out of that. That one missing high and inside.
You can see the wind blowing from right to left today.
Not nearly as strong as the last 2 days.
No, and the National Weather Service does have a gale warning for the
don't tell me that.
small craft advisory.
Lines and fires and gets Ian swinging on that one. So now Morris 1 out away from getting out of the first inning unscathed.
Snuck that fastball by him.
Yep.
Yeah, moved it up the ladder. Good sequence from Zach.
Yeah.
Tim Carter here, a big hit to put the Panthers in top against Danvers in the big comeback inning. Smashed the double into the left center field gap on Wednesday.
That one just missing on the outer half.
Carter getting some action at first base last couple of games, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, his bat's been good, and he's gotten some looks in the field. So there again today.
Say Morris, not messing around. He's been very fastball heavy so far.
Yeah.
He's got a good one. Big fastball.
Well, I think Zach thinks he can throw it past most guys that he's going to face.
But right now, he's fallen behind Carter here at 2-0, so Tim can sit on one in a location he likes. That one missed off. Morris checking the landing spot.
Didn't like that.
Now it's 3-0, and with first base open, they might be working around Carter at this point.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're going to work around him, but
well, I mean, you certainly don't want to give him something too good to hit here with a base open.
Yeah, 3-0, he's probably not swinging in.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. Now that it's 3-0.
There you go.
That one in for a strike.
But the thing about an at bat like this, 2 more pitches and he's got himself a quality at bat. But it adds to that pitch count. Morris already had about 15.
So the 3-1 coming to Carter. 2 outs in the inning, and Logan Petrosino on second.
That's a strike.
And that one in for a strike. So the count is full. Beverly trying to push across an early run on the tough customer Morris. That one missing high and outside, and a ball 4 to Carter. So they'll have to, Morris will have to start it all again here with Charlie Salerno now with 2 on.
So Al, what do we call that?
A quab.
Quab.
The quality at bat, a big metric in the Beverly Panther clubhouse.
Yes.
And when you're facing guys like this, it's always a good thing because you want to drive that pitch count up. That one, I think, in for a strike.
I believe that was a strike.
I would question that, but I believe I did see that hand go up.
Oh, I wish he was a little more emphatic about it.
I know. Because, sometimes they just kind of do that same, it's outside kind of thing.
I wish he was Ernie in Little League about it. There we go. That was better.
A little more emphasis.
A little more.
It's more committed to the call.
All right, so
A little more confident, I guess.
Morris now in the driver's seat, up 0-2 on Charlie.
Reminds me of that scene in The Naked Gun. Strike.
That one missing. Trying to get Charlie to chase on the outer half.
And the catcher unable to get the frame that he wanted.
See if he goes to something off speed here. It's been so fastball dominant. Swing and a miss. Got Charlie swinging, and Morris works around the leadoff single. 2 punch-outs in the inning for Zach, and on to the second. No score here.
Got him 21 pitches on that, Rich.
That's what I got, too.
Yep.
We're in concert so far today.
It's a good day when we're on the same page there.
As Anthony Mastriani gets ready to take the mound for the top of the second inning, I'd like to give a shout out to his grandparents who are tuning into the BevCam Sports Network this morning.
Okay, down in
Jerry
Florida.
and Nora Carreri from Venice, Florida,
Yep.
and then John and Barbara Mastriani from Pottstonskill, if I'm saying that right, New York.
Okay.
Nice.
See if my phonics are right. So good morning. Thanks for tuning in and watching your grandson ply his craft here.
Indeed.
And if Al did not pronounce that correctly, you can always just let JR know, and then he'll let us know.
Oh, he'll let us know.
Yes, the beauty of technology now, and BevCam does such a great job over here.
Yeah.
For anyone who's watching on their local access, channel, we stream live on YouTube as well at BevCam Sports Network, and that's how we can give these shout-outs to these guys in different states and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, really great community service provided by BevCam. Does an amazing job and enables us to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Around the soccer field, the basketball court, baseball diamond, wherever.
Football, volleyball.
Wherever we get set up.
Yeah.
Lacrosse on Monday.
All right.
All right, so Mastriani climbs the hill now, ready to start his second inning of work.
Braden Francis, one of the Francises, and the plural is Francises, by the way, folks, in case you were wondering. Braden's mom, Melissa, right down there at the backstop taking photos. She's sort of the unofficial photographer for the Gloucester team. That was a ball, huh?
I know, right? Maybe it was low. I just didn't see that part well. Yeah. All right, so Braden now ahead 2-0. That one missing inside, and Mastriani falling behind the leadoff man now 3-0. Strike.
One thing you always know is Gloucester always brings a pretty good contingent to their games.
They travel well.
Strike.
Oh, Braden has to go
boy.
back and get the bat. The home plate umpire might not like that.
Yeah. He better hope this next pitch isn't anywhere close.
I know.
If he takes it.
3-2 now. Mastriani trying to battle back. Swung on, hit on the ground. That's a slow roller. Visnick has it on a tough hop. Throws. Got him.
Ian did a nice job rounding that so he could get himself a good solid throw.
I thought that took a tricky hop a little bit, too, at the end. He had to put that glove a little bit higher up to scoop that up.
Yeah.
But a nice play by Ian made it look pretty smooth.
Yeah, coming in charging hard and being off balance is a tough one, but he did a great job getting his feet under him and making a solid throw there.
So Mastriani fell behind Francis 3-0 and then battles back to get him the ground out. This is Jaden Severino, center fielder.
That was a ball.
1-1.
Ooh,
Oh, got him.
that one hits him. That hit him flush.
I think it got
ankle
him.
or-
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not in a good spot. Not a lot of meat there.
Yeah.
No.
I think it even got his back leg.
That was headed straight for him the whole time. I mean, that was one that's hard to even know where I'm supposed to move to try and get out of the way.
Can't go in, can't go out. It's just at you. Let's see. We're going to take a look. He'll be okay. Now we got Ryan Francis, another of the Francis boys. The word I'm told to describe him is stud.
Okay.
That's the word.
It's good that you have that insider information.
Oh, you ask around, you know, what do you say? And
Third baseman Ryan Francis takes a hack at the first one and fouls it off.
Ryan's one of those two-sport athletes that we've talked about. Played basketball during the winter.
He's going.
There he goes on a slide step. The throw from Stappier. It's in time. Safe. As he gets under the tag, the throw might have been just a bit high, and that allowed Jaden to get underneath the tag. But that was bang bang.
Wasn't a great pitch to catch and throw. He had to kind of leap a little.
Is that a ball?
That was a ball.
Yeah. Mastriani went to the slide step, and it almost worked out, though.
Yeah. Slide.
So now we can be certain that Jaden's ankle is fully recovered from the hit by pitch. So.
Couldn't have been that bad. But sometimes those injuries come and you feel them.
Swung on, high fly into center field. Guanci on the move. Guanci still going back.
Whoa.
Still going back. Can't get there. It goes up against the wall. Francis is going to get into second. I was almost a little premature on that he was going to get in the second. The run comes in to score as Ryan puts a big charge into that one, and Gloucester opens up the scoring here with the first salvo, 1-0 on the RBI double.
He hit that a long way, got that up in the jet stream, and took off.
Yeah, and Noah just had to turn and run. He knew he wasn't going to get it in the air.
Yeah. I knew he hit it well off the bat, but I thought Noah had a chance to go get it, and that thing just kept going and going.
So now we got Jaden Toppin, a three-sport athlete, one of the better wrestlers in the state.
Okay.
You tend to not see a state champion wrestler
No.
getting on the diamond.
No. In fact, I thought wrestling usually one of those sports I don't see them play multiple.
Yeah, right. Because, again, it is one of those things that's sort of a year-round sport.
That one in for a strike. Mastriani has fallen behind a couple of the hitters so far here in this inning, and that's kind of what's gotten him into a little bit of trouble.
Jaden has a twin brother who's also a fantastic wrestler, too. The two of them finished very high in the state tournament and the regionals.
Okay.
I know that one of Ian's soccer teammates from here from Beverly High, Ryan Williams, was a two-sport guy, and I'm not quite sure.
That one swung on and hit in the left center field, right center. That one falls in front of Devin.
Okay, that one dropped for a hit. Francis had to wait to see if it got caught, but he was able to get to third.
That one fooled me a bit, too.
Yeah.
I thought he had hit it better than that, so I thought Devin was going to make the play, but Mastriani might have got that in on his hands better than I realized.
Yeah. I actually think Koloski did a nice job of faking the runner out. Maybe I think he was going to get him.
This is Giacomo Martel, and there's the unemphatic call by the ump, but I believe there was a strike.
That's down.
And we do the old fake to third, go back to first. Neither draws an actual throw from Mastriani, though.
Ryan Francis doing a good job getting his lead is about as far as the third.
Swung on, slow roller again. Bisnick going to come home with it. Throw is up the line, and they can't make the play, and the run's going to score.
There's your fielder's choice, Rich.
There you go. Yep.
So Ryan Francis going to come in to score on that, and Gloucester up 2-0 now.
Heads-up decision by Ian, just a little bit low on the throw there.
Well, he had to go a decent ways to go get the ball, and I wonder if his momentum took him towards where the throw ended up being.
Yeah, he had to
threw it up the line a bit. Yeah,
pivot his body. He wasn't able to get a good throw on that.
That one hit hard over to short. Reyes has it, bobbles it, recovers, picks it up, and flips it on to Petrosino over there at second. And Beverly gets the second out of the inning, and the guy at second.
That was Charlie Murphy, Marrow, as I'm told.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Murphy.
That ball was stung pretty well by Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the runner probably had something to do, too, with
screening him
in John's way.
Yeah.
He feels that ball clean. Tailor-made.
Chopping and getting a little aggressive over there.
Agreed. But as you said, yeah, he might have screened Jonathan there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Good job by Jonathan to at least recover them and get the out. Now we're back at the top of the lineup. Matt Smith struck out his first time.
Runner's going.
There he goes. The throw down, and now they're going to come down the opposite way, and it's not going to be in time as Gloucester executes the double steal beautifully and brings home the third run of the inning.
Gloucester with a few steals this inning.
Yeah.
And it's a ball. I think I lost track of the pitch count. Boxing.
And Mastriani loses Smith there, ball 4.
All right, coach going to go talk to him, settle things down a little.
Indeed. Going out to talk to Anthony, and Anthony was beautiful and efficient in the first and has lost things a little bit here in the second. Fallen behind a few guys, a couple bad breaks, some stolen bases. Gloucester has manufactured a few runs as well.
Yeah, he's up to 26 pitches this inning, so he's working hard out there.
So far on the 3 runs, 2 hits in the inning, a hit by a pitch and a pair of steals.
All started with that hit by pitch.
Mm-hmm. And remember, even the first out, Braden Francis, he fell behind 3-0 and had to battle back. So Anthony's been battling his control a little bit this inning. So this is Lucas Simendinger, the second baseman. Grounded out to Ian his first time. Swung on and fouled off. And Anthony ahead now 0-2, trying to get out of this.
Been struggling with the pitches. You don't want to mess around too much.
No. Swung on and missed, and just as you mentioned, didn't want to mess around too much.
Yep.
And he blew that one by Lucas. But in the end, the Gloucester brings 8 men to the plate, scores 3 runs. The big blow, the big hit in the inning at least. Ryan Francis, the RBI double that got it going. And then after that, a fielder's choice and a double steal brought across the other 2 runs. So on to the bottom of the second, Gloucester 3, Beverly nothing.
Gloucester able to string together a couple base runners, move some guys around.
That's going to give them a little bit of confidence with their big ace on the mound. first outing, like you said, up in Gloucester, Zach really struggled with his control, but he looks like that he has much better command of his pitches. Early in the season, cold raw day, that'll happen sometimes, but as we know, as you guys said earlier, from seemingly been around forever pitching, he's a quality arm and he's a good pitcher. So the Panthers are going to have their work cut out spotting him right now with 3-0 lead. A little bit of a hole to dig out of.
Yeah, you don't want to give a guy like Morris an early lead and that confidence to be able to know I can give up a base runner. It's not a big deal.
Allows him to pitch very aggressive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and despite the physical tools, which of course is super important, that mental component of being out there on the mound, knowing that you have that leeway is a big deal.
Zach swings that arm behind him and kind of whiplashes himself a little bit. Gets a little bit lower after the release. I'm trying to think of a comp, but I'm trying to think of.
I ask you, who's you kind of look like?
I know there's a few guys in mind, but I don't have one yet.
Mitch Williams.
Okay.
I don't think he gets as down low.
No, not nearly
as Williams.
As Mitch did. No.
He's got slightly better control.
I carry Beverly.
Al, I know you got quite the encyclopedia on in your head on baseball. I want you to mull this one over as we watch the game more. You don't need to give me an answer right now, but
I don't think I have your penchant for the photographic delivery contortions.
Oh, that was like Mitch Williams.
Yeah, that was.
Noah Guanci here leading off to center fielder, and ace of the staff has been swinging a hot bat. Noah actually was hitting for himself while he was on the mound Wednesday, and that definitely paid dividends for the Panthers.
What I'm seeing right now, and I kind of saw it during warm-ups, Morris is overthrowing a little bit. He's trying to blow that fastball past guys. And that's why the ball's sailing out to the outside there. That one, he took a little off it.
Yeah, he did. Was that a straight change even?
I don't know. It looked like a lower fastball to me.
Yeah.
I mean, was it just a lower?
Just down in the ground, down in the zone.
Yeah.
All right,
I think he just slowed himself down a little.
Noah tried to lean out and slap that thing the other way, but he slaps it foul, and now the count back at even here, 2-2.
But again, I think those first two pitches might have been a little bit like we said about being able to be aggressive because he's got the lead, and now we get behind, and now he becomes a pitcher again.
Swung on. That's hit pretty well to left field. The left fielder tracking it, though.
Oh, he dropped it.
It drops it.
Guanci going to go to second.
Guanci on his way to second now, and he's in the second, standing on the miscue.
Great job. Noah gave it a hard 90, even though the ball was up in the air and didn't stop. So really, really great base running by Noah. Good heads-up play there, taking advantage of the drop in left field.
So get the E7.
So for the second straight time, both times here in the second inning now, Panthers get the leadoff man on. Last time we're not able to cash in.
Yeah.
This time trying to do better here.
In the fielder's defense, if you look at that flag, you can see the wind is blowing strong out there, so he just kept having to drift back. It made it a little difficult to make the play, and then may have taken his eye off the ball at the last minute.
Maybe.
Second.
All right, so Martin, the man standing in now. The Panther left fielder. Oh. That one swung on. He puts a decent charge into that, but
way
foul.
out in front.
Yeah. Wrong direction. Wow, he hit that ball.
Yeah, he really did.
Fran probably leads the team in foul balls to the left side and bombs. He pulls the trigger very quickly.
Foul balls to the field?
Well, I mean, listen.
You're in a danger over there if your tracker lacrosse is going on.
Guanci jumping around out there. Martin thought about it for a second, but held up.
That was a big curveball.
Yep.
I'm not sure that we've seen one break like that.
No.
We probably haven't seen a lot of curveballs, but that ball really broke about
With the way Fran tried to ambush him and was out in front of a fastball, probably not a terrible idea.
Yeah, anything off speed was a good idea there.
Oh, well, excuse me.
Once you got to get back.
Ponte's going to have to get back as he popped that one up to the shortstop.
Again, you get pitching coach Ryan Marks over there is probably doing a lot of the pitch calls and kind of helping the catcher, younger catcher, call a game with the experienced pitcher.
Yeah. So Noah Staffier, the catcher, standing in now. Guanci still at second, but one away this time. Wines fires, and that one missed.
Staff is another one of those guys who's been swinging a hot bat as of late. Let's see if he can pick up the RBI for us here.
That one swung on in line. That's going to get down. Ball continuing to roll. Nola takes the turn.
No, they bobble it.
Left fielder bobbles it, and that's going to allow Staffier to get in the second standing. And a big hit by Noah Staffier there, and the Panthers answer Gloucester's 3 with at least one of their own so far here in the second. And Noah still at second with only one out. You guys scoring that a double?
I am, because I
think
he was taking the turn anyway.
I think he was halfway there. Yeah, whether they picked it clean or not, I agree. I scored that a double and RBI.
Yep.
And a thank you for Noah for validating my pre-pitch comments.
I do like that. Okay, Morris having a discussion with the umpire. Don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know.
May have gone to his mouth or something along those lines.
It is starting to get a little chillier. The clouds are moving in. The sunshine that we had in the first inning has disappeared.
Well, generally they'll let you blow on your hand up until like late May.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can't lick your fingers.
No.
Or use rosin, I guess, if you're Max Scherzer.
I was just about to say that.
It was just rosin and sweat, wasn't it? So
actually,
he claims.
Was it David Cohn, I think, did a little thing the next day with alcohol and rosin and how it can make it sticky.
There he goes. Swung on and missed by Reyes. The throw. Noah's in there standing as he takes third easily.
So Noah saw something there.
He got himself a nice walk-in lead, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Puts himself.
Yeah. No look back. No look back. Gives him the. Gives him the key to swipe third, and obviously he did it standing without an issue.
Coach Cahill gives them a decent amount of freedom on the bases. Some players, anyway, on the bases, so that if you see it, you can go. Just better be right.
Morris puts that ball behind him and gets low like Hader does, but he doesn't turn around like Josh. So, just saying. I'm still trying to come up with one. Jonathan, good cut at that one, fouling it back. 2 strikes now on Jonathan.
John's another one of those guys who's been starting to get some production coming out of the bottom of the lineup. He's been swinging the bat pretty good. Had, I believe, another hit against Danvers on Wednesday, if memory serves me correctly.
Upstairs.
Yep. That one missing up.
I think that's a full count, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm put the numbers up there, but you know he kept it in front of his body. He's not a broadcaster's friend, I'll tell you that. Oh, he dropped a breaking ball on him, and that was a nice one.
Yeah, that froze John, and that one broke late.
And listen, especially if it was 3-2, you're thinking number 9 hitter. You're thinking he's going to throw a fastball, right? Zach's got a big fastball, and to drop a breaking ball on him like that, that's tough.
And it was a big fastball, breaking ball.
Yeah, it was.
Unlike the one he threw to Fran Martin, that was a big sweeping one. That one broke late and broke tight.
Staff here getting back there as Morris throws over to third to check on him. And we're back again to what we said is the familiar matchup here. Yep. These guys have met quite a few times. Logan, as we said, won the first time here in the first inning with the single. He was stranded, but now Logan's got a chance to push across a run here. That was a breaking ball that didn't really do anything.
Yep.
Fortunately for Zach, though, it was well off the plate.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's not going to... I wouldn't be giving Logan any fastballs right now with first base open and a runner on third.
Yeah, I think you just kind of nibble with him.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah, trying to pitch him outside.
Yep. Big fastball, good pop to it, but as we mentioned, nibbling to Logan, and you know, I don't like it, but it's probably a good strategy.
Well, just pitch him outside and, you know, hope he can't pull something. But Logan can hit the ball the other way.
Oh, yes, he can.
Say.
So if you put it on the outside part of the plate, he'll hit it.
Like that. But that time he hit it on the ground over to short. Shortstop has it, throws, and got him. And Zach will get out of the inning without giving up any more runs. Panthers do push across one, though, on the RBI double by Noah Staff here. Able to answer back and chip away after Gloucester's big inning. On to the top of the third. Gloucester 3, Beverly 1. That is nice, though, guys, after you have a bit of a mess of an inning in the second, to at least be able to chip away with one.
Yeah.
That is true. I mean, answering anything right there is huge. Like you said, Dom, we were talking about maybe Zach Morris getting his confidence back, and we were also talking earlier how things tend to propagate themselves. When things are going good, then it's going good, and when it's not so good. So being able to put something together and have some confidence that we can get some hits and squeeze something across, definitely positive.
And getting that production out of the later part of the lineup as well to be able to push across that run. Still got 2, 3, and 4 up next inning as well. So,
and you know, taking advantage, because let's not forget that fly ball probably should have been caught once you scored on. So
yes, it should have.
I had Zach Morris with 19 pitches that inning, Rich, so I got him for 40. I don't know what you had.
And again, that is good as well as at least driving Zach's pitch count up.
He has 115. Is that the pitch count limit?
I believe so. Both pitchers right around the same pitch count.
Yeah, I have Anthony as 40 heading into this, so that would make 40 and 40 being exactly the same pitch count.
Well, Mastriani will have to contend with the heart of the Gloucester order here, 3, 4, and 5. Zach Morris, Braden Francis, and Jaden Severino.
Want to give a shout out to my grand dog Tiger, who seems to have pulled up to the back of the broadcast booth with my daughter Sarah.
Oh, he's a big boy.
My wife Lorinda.
He's a big boy.
And her friend Michelle.
I'm gonna guess that Lorinda didn't realize the dog was gonna be that big when you got him.
Well, that's all Sarah's doing, so we're just the grandparents.
What kind of dog?
Looks like
Tiger
a mix of such.
is a lab hound pit bull mix.
And he got that big? Wow.
High fly ball. Yeah, well, you got a mix of fairly good-sized dogs.
Yeah, decent.
1 pitch and 1 out is Zach Morris.
I mean, I guess, you get the size of the lab or the hound, and then you get the bulk and the strength of a pit bull. So yeah.
Unfortunately, we've only got the one camera, so people watching at home can't see the dog we're talking about.
Aw.
After this better, our cameraman Mark says he'll
Get him while he's standing up.
He'll give a visual to the folks at home.
Beautiful, beautiful dog.
And as we say in our house, he's a good boy.
I find myself I'd rather hang out with dogs than people a lot. Was that a strike?
I believe that was a ball low.
Oh, okay.
I think we're 2-0.
I think so.
That's our first strike there.
Okay. I'm going to guess most viewers agree with that point.
A few. That one missing high, and Anthony walks.
Guess that was 3-1.
Yep.
Yeah.
right, Granddad, with your head. And get the dog. There.
Okay.
There he is.
Tiger's
Get back
making
to
his
the game.
BevCam debut.
Throw over. All right. And we're back to the baseball.
Back to baseball.
You didn't miss much, just a simple throw over.
Oh,
And he's
Another
hit
hit
for the
batter.
second time. Same guy, right?
Marino got a target on his body.
both times, by the way.
Directly.
Yeah, like balls that, like, there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, it's not like he's a Don Baylor type who's just like, oh, just let it hit me. He had nowhere to go.
Both times.
So we got first and second now.
Obviously, from where we are, we cannot see the Panther bullpen. I'm wondering if there's anyone up. But here is Ryan Francis, and he's the man who made them pay back in the second as he put a charge into a ball for an RBI double, and now he's got 2 ducks on the pond.
Justified that singular word that we used to describe him earlier.
Yeah, stud.
Stud.
And Mastriani missing off the outer half. That one in for a strike, and he evens it back up here on 1-1. Big time, big at bat right now. Panthers already down 2 when a guy who stung him last inning. Anthony trying to battle through.
Breaking
That
ball.
one missing high. As you mentioned, a breaking ball that just didn't move.
Fran almost ducked into that
I
one.
know. It moved, just not enough, right, Tom?
Yeah. Oof, swung on and fouled off.
Just missed that one.
I know.
See if the Panthers have any pickoff intentions at second. He's getting an awful
Francis
big
getting
lead.
off quite a bit of
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay, Anthony's aware of it now. You know, Anthony's mother's from Gloucester.
Oh,
Lucia.
got him. No?
Don't think that. It looked a little
like it
outside. You know, it was a little low and outside.
Yeah, it might have been the
We've been
low.
seeing that.
It might have been the low part.
Yeah.
He gives the outside corner, but it could have been low.
Exactly.
That one swung on hard ground ball to Visnick. Has it, throws to second for 1. Plenty of time. To first. Got him, a double play.
Safe.
That's already 3 outs.
right?
That
Yeah,
was
that's 3 outs, guys. Zach Morris made it out to start the inning, so.
Well, it's possible Francis didn't realize that they got the second out.
No, I am.
Because the BevCam broadcast crew was talking about dogs, so the boys missed the first out on 1 pitch. So
I knew.
the dugout was paying
that's
attention
right,
to us
yeah, right,
instead of the
right,
game.
yeah.
We knew, but they didn't know.
Yep.
I was covering for him.
Good call, yeah.
Big heads-up play by Ian Visnick there, knowing that the batter wasn't the fastest guy in the Gloucester lineup and hit sharp enough to get the 2 to get him out of the inning. So nice job there, and that really bails Anthony out, and a really, really big hold in that part of the game. As we said, the Panthers got that 1 run back.
Yeah.
Would have been a little bit disconcerting to give that right back right away, but they were able to fend it off, and the defense, hats off to them for turning that double play. Nice relay throw by Logan Petrosino.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Al, because we see so many times in big situations, especially trying to turn 2, right, at this level, guys get tight and rush it, and it was a great job on both ends, too. Petrosino over at second, too, realizing that they had plenty of time, there was no need to rush, gather yourself, and make a strong throw.
Yeah, Logan with a nice pivot on that play. So, Al, I'm going to guess that the name Tiger comes from the Brindle markings on the dog as opposed to Lorinda's penchants for the Brady Bunch.
Ooh, yes, the former, not the latter. But that was Sarah got Tiger as a rescue pup.
Okay.
Came up from the big hurricane in Houston a few years back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, we got a new member of the family a couple of weeks before Christmas a few years back. So.
All right, so Panthers doing a good job of getting themselves out of danger in the top half of the inning, and now in the bottom of the third, 2, 3, and 4 to greet Morris. Koloski stands in and looks at a first pitch fastball for a strike.
And there's that outside strike we've been talking about.
Yep.
That I wanted, but I'm glad it turned into a double play instead.
Yeah, right. That one's just a bit outside.
Devin grounded out to the third baseman last time up.
Ooh, breaking ball.
Zach's starting to mix in that breaking ball a little bit more now as this game goes on. He's got 2 strikes here on Koloski. Wines, fires, Koloski, line drive back at him. Knocks it down, plenty of time, throws to first and gets the out.
Held the bag. It's played by the first baseman there.
I think that hit him somewhere on his leg. Was able to recover on that.
Mm-hmm.
My space is up in the sky.
So now Ian Visnick standing in. Morris got him to chase a high fastball up and away last time to get the punch out. That was a breaking ball that caught the outer half. Swept right across the plate. Ooh.
Oh.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh, man, better be careful. Lorenzo will go after him.
That'll wake you up.
Just to keep the batter on their toes. Don't want a guy digging in too much on that fastball, I guess.
That one missing. Down and away, and Morris behind now, 2-1. Ian does the big breathe in, breathe out, shoulders up like JD.
Ian's a student of the sports psychology game, Dom.
Yep. Breaking ball.
I mean, hey,
Strike.
that's one of the better guys you could ever emulate. He really is just a professional hitter.
Who's that?
JD Martinez.
Oh, yeah. Initially, I thought you were talking J.D. Drew, but I didn't see you saying much positive about J.D.
No, I wouldn't have much
Straight
positive
up,
to say about
trouble
JD.
for your catcher. And he
dropped it.
The grab.
And another miscue by the Gloucester defense.
He was trying to say on the transfer, but
I don't think he had his feet under him.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
He's trying to sell it, but no.
Okay, so that's an E2.
All right, so Panthers pushed across a run last inning, taking advantage of a Gloucester miscue, and now they get another here. See if they can cash in.
E2 Brute.
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, it's a tough play, but it wasn't his mid. That's one of the hardest balls for a catcher to come up with because he really needs to turn it back to the pitcher's mound, and it's just going away and tailing away from him, and I think that's what got him.
Yeah, well, and everybody else on the field knows where the ball is. You know, first for a catcher, you got to look up and try to find it.
Yes. All right, Tim Carter standing in now. Oof! Wow.
That was a foot outside.
Yeah,
I hate to be that guy to be critical.
That's what we call way outside. And, you know, if you're Beverly, you don't need to see a pitcher like Morris getting that call.
No.
So the wind's starting to pick up a little.
Yeah.
A little chill on my neck now.
There's your Gale warning.
Out. Yeah. It's starting to blow out towards center field now a little bit more.
Well, maybe Tim can put one in that left center field gap because that's a huge gap, and that's his wheelhouse out there.
That is a big gap right
playing
now.
him to pull, that's for sure. Breaking ball down.
Delayed steal. He's off. The catcher didn't realize that he was off, and he's going to get in standing with no throw.
Visnick kind of heads up, I guess. He called it. I don't know, was that delayed steal or was it because he dropped the ball?
I think it was a delayed, Rich.
Yeah.
I think he got lucky, or that it was dropped. But
Yeah.
I don't know lucky. I think he probably would have had it, but certainly was why there was no throw.
Well, you got a man in score position now.
Carter swung on, slaps it the opposite way, gets through the third baseman.
They're going to have to hold him at third.
They're going to have to hold him up as he was not sure if that was going to get through. That one goes off the catcher as he throws home, not hitting the cutoff man, and that'll allow...
That's not where you want to be throwing.
Yeah, and that allows Carter to take second.
Yeah.
Great heads-up base running first by Ian with the ball hit in front of him with no force play. And then Tim Carter recognizing that throw got away and taking second base. Been a bit critical of the Panther base running so far this season, but I'm going to tip our caps to the boys right there. Good heads-up base running on both ends.
All right, second and third now for Charlie Salerno in the infield coming in.
Yeah, third baseman Ryan Francis couldn't get to that, which pulled him off third base, which meant Ian was going to be able to get to third base once the ball got through. Left fielder thought he was going to be going. It might have been a product of Ian taking a good turn.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do. You want to try to draw that throw. And the erroneous throw led to Carter taking second.
Yeah, eliminates the force play.
It does a lot.
The tie and run on second base. The scoring position.
Does a lot.
Charlie swung on and fouls this one off. Back towards the track.
Coach Dunleavy showing his skills. Is that Coach Dunn's?
Looks like it.
Yeah, with the left-handed underhand throw. That was Coach Dunn's. We all love Sean.
Known for the legs, not the arm. He's done a really nice job with that program.
He certainly has.
Charlie swung on, fly ball in the left field. Once again off in the foul territory, though, behind the fence.
Morris gets ahead of the batter now.
Morris ahead of Charlie now, and this is absolutely a strikeout scenario for Zach.
Yeah.
Charlie going to have to battle, do everything he can to try at least put one in play. See if he goes to the fastball or goes to the breaking ball. He went to the breaking ball, and he snapped off a beautiful one.
Yeah, that was a beauty, for sure.
That one's starting over the middle and then breaks down to the legs of Charlie.
We got a trip to the mound here.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure why.
Well, maybe what they're talking about is with first base open. I mean, you not really want to do that, but
get the lefty-righty matchup.
Yeah. Maybe talking to Zach about what he feels comfortable doing as well, you know. There's always the possibility that Zach doesn't want to pitch with the bases loaded because that's a pressure sometimes to throw strikes.
Yeah.
You bounce a breaking ball, all of a sudden the run scores.
I'm guessing Zach faces every batter and thinks he can get him out, so.
Yeah.
Loaded or not, I'm figuring he's thinking he's going to get the guy. Now to get Noah Guanci up.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, Noah, decent hitter. Noah reached on the error by the left fielder and later came around to score. That one missing low. And we'll continue to see if that is the theme of this at-bat. Low and outside, trying to get Noah to chase something, but not worrying with first base open. Noah swung on and missed, and 1-1.
Noah's got decent speed, too. So.
Yes. Zach taking his time here. Wines fires and Noah fly ball in the left. Everybody coming and it's going to drop off in foul territory, so no one can make the play. And 1-2 now on Guanci. Wind kind of blowing straight out now.
Yep. That National Weather Service, they kind of know what they're talking about, huh?
Sometimes.
As long as the water holds off for right now.
I think it's the European model they're using. Just as well off asking an old fisherman what the weather's going to be. Breaking ball.
Breaking ball.
He's really increased his rate of breaking balls here the second time through the order.
Yes,
I would say it's probably up to 50% breaking balls.
It probably is.
And he was like at 90% fastballs before that.
Not a bad idea. Not wanting to show your full hand the first time through.
Yeah.
Oh, and he threw him another breaking ball, and he gets Guanci swinging. And Morris able to work around a couple of Gloucester mistakes. And on to the top of the fourth, 3-1. Gloucester still in front.
That's that nasty breaking ball. Starts over the plate and just breaks in on the lefty's hands.
Yeah, he snapped off two absolute devastating ones on Salerno and Guanci. I mean, so tough.
5 strikeouts already for Zach Morris through 3 innings. I was maybe a little untidy on the pitch count, but I had him for 20 on that inning. What'd you have, Rich?
Yeah, put you 60 total.
Okay.
We agree. We must both be wrong.
So on to the top of the board, Mastriani back out there for his 4th inning of work. He'll face 7, 8, and 9. Top in Martel and Amaro. I think Al's going to go say hi to Tiger. Tiger's not even here anymore.
Tiger's not here anymore. Well, that's one of the things about a 3-man booth. You can take a little break.
Yeah, you can take some time.
Go interact with the fans, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought that was the when I gave autographs.
Well, that's the shows, right? The sports memorabilia shows where we charge for our autographs.
Can't wait to get home to see what the viewership was on that.
I have my comp for Zach Morris.
Okay.
All right.
Ernesto Ferreri.
Okay. Now we got Jaden Toppin up. Toppin had a base hit his last at bat.
And scored a run.
Yep.
Stole home plate, I believe.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He came home on the double steal. Mastriani snaps off a good breaking ball there.
I think he went on that, and he did.
Okay. Interesting note here about Jaden Toppin. His father, Billy, played baseball for me a number of years ago as a freshman in high school.
Rich,
Yes.
I wasn't aware of how old you were. You've been around the circuit longer than I anticipated.
I've been around quite a bit. 1990, Al. But I was in college, so it seemed like I was that old.
Which would actually make you younger than me, so I think I'll change my line of jocularity will take a turn.
2 strikes.
Good idea on the break.
By the way, Al, you watch a lot of Red Sox, don't you?
A fair amount.
What do you think about Durant? Is this real? Do you think he's figured it out now?
Well, it's kind of funny that you asked me that question. I was reading an article about that and his mental approach to everything. Mm-hmm. As you know, when he...
Breaking ball in the dirt.
Mastriani back-to-back punch-outs to start the 4th.
As you know, when he came up last year, there was a lot of expectation and a lot of pressures on him to perform. Mm-hmm. And then he really pressed, and he made a couple of real bad gaffes in the outfield, one leading to an inside-the-park home run, just not going after the ball. And I guess, in short, he was a mess. Mm-hmm. Had a pretty good spring, but got sent down. And one of the things that happened was Alex Cora just told him that he just had to go back to relaxing and not changing his approach. And strikes out the side.
Yeah, Mastriani, a strong fourth inning punching out the side there. Al, I do want you to get back to this, though, because he's a guy that the 2 years that I saw him in Boston, I liked what I saw, but, you know, he just got shredded so bad at the end of last year. I was wondering if I was wrong about what I had seen.
Right. Well, he went back to, he said, not trying to please everybody and, worry about all this promise, and he was supposed to be this and he was supposed to be that. And when he got the call up after, who broke his wrist?
Duval.
Yeah, I was going to say Dunn, because I always get Dunn and Duval mixed up. So thank you for the help. And he's really taken advantage of it. And I do think, we're seeing a guy who he is. I think he's starting to show us what he can do. Hopefully that consistency will remain. It's always hard, right? It's a long season.
Well, you know, sometimes you get a kid who has always been good and maybe never had any adversity, doesn't know how to handle it. So
yeah.
And as we've said many times, baseball is a game of failure.
Yeah,
indeed.
And how you kind of deal with that and move through it is.
And Boston's not an easy market to play in. I mean,
that's for sure.
The fans, the radio guys, they scrutinize every pitch, every at bat, every play, everything about you, and so they'll jump on you. And we've seen some players just haven't been able to handle it.
Yeah, no.
You know, I think Adrian Gonzalez is a great example, right?
Yeah.
Came here, had great numbers everywhere, and just couldn't handle the press criticizing him.
Yeah, Boston and New York are two of the toughest places to play. Philadelphia as well.
Yeah. If you can play in those markets, you can play anywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of the things with Jared Duran, I mean, not hustling and not giving 100%, you know. It's one thing to strike out, not be productive, you know, make a physical error. But, you know, when you're not, you know, giving that hard 90 and chasing down every ball, and the fans in Boston just won't take it.
Martin looking to bunt to try and break Morris out of the rhythm. Last piece here on the MLB stuff, I'll say. Ernesto Ferreri broke in 2009 with the San Diego Padres. He had a great stretch from 2010 to 2013 where he was really, really dominant before he developed arm problems, played with Texas, San Diego, a couple other places at the end.
Well, let's hope that the
relief pitcher, though, not a starter, but
let's hope that the similarities end at the pitching style and not that injury.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's a nice breaking ball.
Boy, oh boy.
Zach's getting himself a good grip on the ball now. That breaking ball's working for him. He's kind of keeping the Beverly kids off balance, mixing in the fastball.
Changed up the delivery a little bit there.
Another Frank 40 foul ball for Francis.
Yep. Right in that, fourth lane?
Well, I think we might have a new term, a Frank 40 foul ball.
I like that.
As Frank 40 field over here to our left. Brother Roberts field over here that we're playing on. That ball looked low.
I know. And it was on the inner half, which he hasn't been giving us much. Oh, there's Tiger again.
Tiger, I didn't like that call.
Again, you know, when a pitcher as good as Morris is getting a couple of those calls, it makes it that much harder for the hitters.
Yeah, it really expands that play.
Yeah.
It's almost unfair.
Yeah, he could get you out no problem anyway.
That's 6 punch-outs now. Swung on and fouled back into the catcher's mitt by Staffier. Staffier, the man with the biggest swing so far today for the Panthers, an RBI double. Oh, man, that slider again. His stuff is a little bit like the guy I'm comparing him to as well. Hard fastball and a very nice sweeping slider, slurvish type of breaking ball.
Well, you know, one of the things about Morris is he doesn't change his motion much.
No. When
he changes his pitches, so it makes it that much harder for a hitter to be able to. There's no real tell.
No. Yeah, and like I said, it's a much harder breaking ball as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it doesn't give you time to adjust because of the speed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not hard to.
I wonder if you can watch YouTube at all on that. I'm proud of myself, actually, on this one.
I'm going to be going home and researching that one.
I play a free space.
Slider missing.
I'll only charge you a cookie a day.
Specifically because I'm like, I need to be making, I people should just, 150 cookie sandwiches.
He's doing 3.
Great.
Yep.
Battling back by Noah. 0-2, now he's back 3-2. Payoff pitch coming.
This will make the at-bat a quab.
On Facebook at some point in time. Yep.
6th pitch.
And time called.
I just want.
I kind of feel the quab should be more than 6 pitches.
Oh, and he threw him a 4th one. And he froze him there. And I'll tell you, man, these last couple of punch-outs that Morris has gotten on that breaking ball, he really has snapped off some absolutely gorgeous ones.
It's his 4th strikeout in a row, dating back to last inning.
And
He's really found his groove. That's 4 straight punch-outs.
and he's throwing that curveball at a full count, 3-0, 3-1. You know, he's getting that outside strike again. You know, he's not afraid to throw that curveball at any count.
No. And as you mentioned, early on in the game was barely showing it as well.
Right.
So a lot of these guys are seeing it for the first time here as they've gotten through the second time.
That was a fastball right there.
2 in a row, overpowering. He has his confidence going, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, 4 punch-outs in a row will do that for you. He's really found his groove, and he strikes out Jonathan Reyes. That's 5 straight, and Morris has really found his groove here in the middle innings. On to the top of the 5th, still 3-1 the score.
And Coach Gentile will ride him as much as he can, knowing they need to pick up this win. He hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. If anything, he actually looks stronger now than he did early in the game.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, his efficiency's been there, mixing of the pitches, and now you're seeing why he's one of the premier pitchers in the Northeast Conference, and you know why he was an early commit to the University of Rhode Island.
And he only threw about 14 pitches that at bat.
That's right.
So he's at, 74 over 4 innings, which if he keeps doing that, he should be able to get through the whole game. But and the thing is, not like Beverly can take any pitches to try to extend his pitch count because he's throwing strikes.
Looks like Gloucester has the top of the order coming up. 3rd time through. Let's see if Anthony continue to mix his pitches and keep him off balance. While the Panthers wait for that big inning that they've been known for this year.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it's been coming later and later, and even though Morris has hit his stride, we've seen a couple of times. I mean, when they faced Maud looked like he was really hitting his stride, and then all of a sudden the wheels came up, and he was truly cruising. So,
same thing with Mike Maroney Wednesday.
Okay. And so far, Beverly, Anthony has worked himself in and out of trouble a few times, and he's done a good job of keeping it at just that second inning outburst. The big double play back in the 3rd being one of the bigger plays.
We got a pinch hitter, it looks like. Joe Allen in for Ryan Francis, it looks like.
No, I thought Matt Smith leads off, no? Isn't it top of the order?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is top of the order.
So, okay, yep. No, that's number 16, right? Okay, so he's not hitting for Francis.
He's hitting for Smith.
He's hitting for Smith.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And what's his name?
Joe Allen.
Joe Allen. Smith walked his last time and then punched out. But as you mentioned, Joe Allen, the man pinch hitting for him.
What was that first pitch?
It's 2-1 right now.
Okay.
That one swung on, hit back up the middle, off the glove. Petro has it, throws, and a nice job by Logan to readjust after Anthony knocked it down, and they get the F.
1-4-3.
Yep. And now that will bring in Lucas Simendinger, 0 for 2 today, grounded out to Visnick and struck out in the second. That punch out in the second was the one that Anthony got to stop the bleeding in the second. That one missing as well, and Anthony falls behind him this time, though, 2-0. Ooh, inside, but called strike. Lucas really crowds that plate, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to get hit too.
Maybe.
Anthony up at around 70 pitches now.
And that one missing, ball 4. So Simendinger getting on this time, though, via the base on balls, and now 3, 4, and 5 with a man on and 1 out. The pitcher, Zach Morris.
Zach's a dangerous hitter. So far has flown out to Fran Martin in left and Noah Guanci in center.
Swing and a miss. Anthony getting that one by him, low and outside.
Zach wasn't going to wait after the walk.
No.
Thrown over.
Thrown over. Nice job by Carter.
Yeah.
To nab that thing.
Good footwork over there.
Throw took him off the bag a little bit towards the Panther dugout side. Back again on Lucas. Lucas diving back in.
So, but then, so that was Monday, like, it took all,
Mastriani pitching to his counterpart here. Morris. Morris turns on that one and hits it foul.
Anthony did a great job of getting that ball inside. I don't think there's going to be anything else he could do with that.
No, nothing at all he could have done with that. No way to keep that ball fair.
Well, and the pitch before that was outside.
Anthony so far working both sides of the plate to Morris. Breaking ball. There he goes for a second. The throw in time and can't
handle it.
Scoop it.
Yeah, just skidded by him, just a smidge short, and got by John. Really, really good jump he had on that.
Yeah.
It was going to take a throw that landed right on top of the bag to get him.
That was a ball.
Two and two now on Zach. Mastriani winds, fires, swung on. That is lined in the right field. That'll get down. They're going to land. They're going to send Lucas. The throw from Carter
safe
is
safe. Going to go to second.
Morris headed for second. Mastriani backing it up, throws, but not going to get him.
Staffy got hurt on that play.
Quite a bit of contact there.
Yeah.
When Noah lunged out for him. I don't know if he got in the hand, but he's shaken up for sure. That throw from Tim Carter took him up the line into the runner.
It's always a dangerous kind of play.
And low, as you mentioned, like that, into the runner as well. It's very easy to get your wrist caught up underneath the runner on something like that. And Noah seems to be in a decent amount of pain right now.
Well, he's a catcher, so he's already tough. We know that.
He's putting the helmet back on, so he might be all right.
You'd have to stretcher him off to get him out of there, I think.
It's a big run for the fisherman. Zach Morris helping himself there, coming through with an RBI base hit. A good bid by the Panthers. Devin Koloski got to that quickly. Made a good strong throw hitting the cutoff, but just wasn't able to complete it at home plate.
No.
So they're going to run for Morris, who it's just courtesy running because he's a pitcher. Jackson Hakes is going to run for him, number 2.
And now Braden Francis, 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to Visnick, walked his second time.
So Morris helping himself out, the RBI single. And
that one in the dirt, that's going to get by Staffy here.
Hakes stumbled a little, but he was able to get his feet back under him.
Panthers need to stop the bleeding here. Back to that 3-run Fisherman lead. Trying to minimize the damage here.
Throwing over. Oh. Ian trying to get the runner to run on that, faking the...
Working on his acting skills.
Gonna have to work a little bit more. He won't be going to Juilliard.
No, but he will be going UMass Boston.
Swung on high, pop up.
Uh-oh, that's going to be trouble, guys.
That is trouble. Reyes is going to be able to squeeze it, though. And a big out for Mastriani as it keeps Morris over at third.
Good recovery by John. We had a lot of people looking at each other when that ball went up, and he did.
I'm not going to get it, you get it.
Did what he needed to do as the shortstop and took in charge. That's a big out there, right? That's 2 outs.
Yep, that is a big out, and now Jaden Severino, who's been a ball magnet so
breaking
far.
Ball. And you start him out with a breaking ball, which is the right pitch to call.
Yeah, he's been plunked both times. As we mentioned, both times ones that were absolutely impossible to get out of the way of, just straight at you. I thought that was a good pitch, by the way. I thought it should have been 0-2. Jaden swung on slow roller. Reyes has it, scoops it, bobbles it a little bit, and he's not going to be able to recover. Jaden Severino is going to reach. Gloucester's going to push across another run, and it's 5-1.
Unfortunate there, ball not hit all that hard. John had to charge it hard, which he did, but it just got that little tricky hop at the end that just hit the heel of his mitt.
So now we got the stud up, Ryan Francis.
RBI double and then grounded into a double play his last time.
Ryan has played with some of these players in the Vikings program. He actually played fall ball when he was like 8 years old for me several years ago.
Checking on him over there at first again.
That's a great program over there at Beverly, Little League Fall Ball. Welcome the kids from all over the North Shore. It was a lot of fun. I coached in that as well, Rich, and it was great having the kids from the other communities involved.
Yeah.
Francis swung on and fouls it off.
And again, Ryan, he met my son in fall ball. And they still see each other and talk to each other. They know each other, and then they got to know each other in the Vikings program and such.
No out there to talk to Anthony briefly. You guys think there's a chance, no matter what happens here, this could be Anthony's last batter? I mean, again, I can't see the bullpen, but...
Could be. I don't think so.
Swung on and missed, trying to throw over down to second. Last time he got him. Staffier nails him at second, and that'll end the 5th inning. Gloucester pushes across 2 more runs, though, and they're in front 5-1 here going into the bottom of the 5th.
It wasn't a pitch out, but it was high enough to act like a pitch out, gave Noah an opportunity to make a good, strong throw. And the tag was there.
What was your pitch count there? I had 19, but I thought I might have missed 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'm at 82 or so.
All right, top of the 5th. Beverly trailing by 4 now, but they do have the top of the order. Petrosino, Kolosky, and Visnick, who will all get their 3rd look at Zach Morris.
This is where you're going to want to do the damage now. I mean,
Yeah, Morris is going to see if he can extend his strikeout string, working on 5 in a row, having struck out the side in the 4th and the last 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. So the hole just got a little bit bigger there, gave away that 1 run, and they added 1 more. So we got 5-1 here. But we've seen this team done it before, that's for sure.
Against some pretty good pitchers, too.
Yes, they've faced a lot of good pitches this year.
Yeah.
Although I will say that Zach is the cream of the crop in this league. I know.
When he has the command that he has right now.
Yes. Yeah.
That breaking ball has been devastating.
Yeah. And, he has followed the pattern of the last 2 years. Struggling the first time facing Beverly, and then kind of dominating the second time around.
Yeah, and you got to be feeling easy, with the 4-run lead right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He'll be throwing.
And we're not seeing anybody else warming up either.
No.
You see Tim Kearns over there in the Gloucester bullpen, just kind of hanging out.
Well, interesting that Gloucester's last game was against division leader and undefeated Masconomet Regional, and maybe Zach wasn't eligible to pitch.
I don't think he was.
So I believe that if he's able to close this out in the final 3 innings here against the Panthers, which remains to be seen,
right,
that would be the first league win for Gloucester.
Oh, okay.
Both wins, I believe, are non-league.
Okay.
Newbury, Port, and I can't recall the other one.
Yeah, I don't either. Foul ball.
Yep.
Barely.
Yep.
Logan reaches out that outside fastball.
Logan making a bid there to go the opposite way and start this inning off well, but as you mentioned, just foul.
Yeah,
Logan.
he covers both sides of the plate just about as well as anybody, that's for sure.
Yeah, you can't really play him to pull the ball, especially if you're going to pitch him outside.
Although the center field is playing way over.
But if your catcher is setting up outside.
This is one of your premier matchups, one of the best hitters in the Northeast Conference against one of, if not the best pitcher.
High fastball. Catcher was calling for it upstairs. I think he called it a ball.
Yeah.
Now he'll ask for help. And he says,
oh, come on.
Okay, so that's another strikeout.
That's 6 straight punch-outs for Zach Morris as he continues the streak going.
That's a tough call, especially for a left-handed hitter for the guy in the bases, but he was pretty confident about it.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been the coaches from Gloucester convincing him a little bit. But it was a good call by the coach. Tell him to tag him.
Slider moving away from there, and Devin slaps it foul.
Yeah, tag him first and appeal it later.
Yep.
Devin is grounded out to third and bounced one off the pitcher Zach Morris's leg that he was able to recover and get him at first base.
Ooh. That one missing badly away from him.
Overthrowing a little.
Yeah, he did.
That's what it was. It was the shirt.
I was just going to say, that's what they did with your masters. I don't know what you do again.
That one missing as well, continuing to miss on that outer half right now. 2-1 now to Devin. Swing and a miss.
Good job by Devin reading that curveball, but wasn't able to get to it.
All right, 2-2. Devin makes contact, ground ball over to short.
Little bobble,
has it, throws, and not in time.
Too much speed for Devin Koloski down the line. That ball wasn't hit hard enough that the shortstop had enough time to recover from that little bit of a bobble.
So Koloski gets on. He breaks up the stretch of 6 straight punch-outs by Morris. And now Beverly looking to make some inroads here. Ian Bisnick standing to the plate.
So, Al, you're calling that a hit?
No. Because if he didn't make the bobble, he would have got him.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I called it a knee.
That was my point of the bobble.
Okay.
If he feels that clean, he makes it. But, because Devin is such a quick runner.
I was slightly surprised. I thought you were saying it was...
No. E all the way. No margin for error for the shortstop due to Devin's speed, was what I was trying to say.
Okay, I got you.
Zach slowing things way down here with the man on.
Runner's going.
There he goes. That throw is not nearly in time and not nearly where it needed to be.
Well.
And it'll be a stolen base for Devin.
Devin had himself a nice jump, and he's got good speed. You're going to have to make a perfect throw on that.
Oh, yeah.
That was not an easy throw for the catcher.
No. Swung on, he leans out there and fouls it off.
Outfield pretty much playing straight up. Oh,
that one missing off the catcher's glove. It was a little high, but I thought for sure he'd squeeze it.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to give that one a pass ball, I think.
Yeah,
I agree.
And that'll get Devin to third here with only one out still.
3-1 count.
3-1 count on Ian. Panthers down 4 here in the 5th.
See if Zach throws a curveball here or not.
Yeah, probably. Oh, straight fastball.
Straight fastball, and you got to buy Ian. Well, when you're working with a 4-run lead now, you can be aggressive like that.
That is true. I was just wondering where he was down in the count. And like you said, Rich, he throws that curveball at any point in the count at all.
Yeah. Inside.
Oh, that one missing inside, and that's ball 4 to Ian. So now men at the corners here with still only one out.
You get a first and third situation, one out. Probably going to be sending the runner at some point.
Mm-hmm. Tim Carter standing in. He's reached twice today, walked in the first and singled in the third.
So sending the runner also, takes away the double play. I doubt they're going to throw down.
Yeah, if they were this would be the time with a 4-run lead. I think they would take the out over the run at this stage of the game. But we'll see.
Unless they call a pitch out here. If they're trying to throw a strike, then they're probably not going to. But
might not be a bad time for Ian to delay steal again as well. So we'll see what happens. Doesn't have a huge lead at first.
No.
Looking to see if the Panthers would tip their hand, but I don't think they got much out of that.
Yeah. Delayed steal.
And he's going to
throw down the third, not even close though.
Yep.
And they'll just let Ian have second.
But they did try to throw down in third. It was a delayed steal, like you said, Al.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got 2 men in scoring position with one out. Tim Carter, who came up with a big, came up with single, was last at bat.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Ball.
That one missing as well. Morris misfiring a little bit now here in the 5th after the initial strikeout.
All right, so he's hit.
The E6 and then a walk to Visnick, and now falling behind 2-0 on Carter. And with that will trigger a mound visit.
Yeah, this next pitch is going to be 90 for him.
And only the 5th inning.
Yeah.
So.
But there's nobody warming up yet, so.
No.
Well, he still has 25 pitches. Not saying that he's going to be out this inning, but.
But Gentile's just going out, talking to him, trying to settle him down a little. Last 2 pitches, pretty far off the plate. Probably tell him, just focus on the batter. Infield's playing back. Don't worry about the run. Let's just get a guy out.
Again, want to point out a big gap in left center field.
Yeah, they continue to do that with Carter at the plate.
I believe he went in the 5-6 hole for the base hit, just to the left of Ryan Francis for the base hit. So.
Ryan had a chance to come up with it, but it got by him. We popped him up.
2-0.
Uh-oh. Shortstop there.
Shortstop is there. He squeezes this one, and now there's 2 gone in the inning.
Saw a lot of white coming out of that glove.
I know.
2-0 count.
And we're going to have a pinch. Sorry, Rich. We're going to have a pinch hitter here. We have Casey McGrath, the righty, coming in to pinch hit for Charlie Salerno in the DH spot.
Yep.
Casey came off the bench in a pinch hit appearance Wednesday against Danvers and put a hurting on one with a real hard hit. So looking for him to do it again.
And Beverly looking for a little spark here with 2 outs in the 5th, 2nd and 3rd. Casey McGrath, as you mentioned, pinch hitting. With that, Morris wheels and fires. Ooh, that one missing on the outer half. Nice job by the catcher. Beautiful job.
Base hit should plate 2.
Break.
Yeah, with 2 outs, Ian will be going on the contact. He's got decent wheels.
And this is the point as a base runner, you want to have what we term as that good secondary lead. Not necessarily when the pitcher comes to the set, but once the ball's delivered, you get a few extra steps. Oh, that is a tough call.
That's a very difficult call right there. Need a fungo for that one.
Zach has done a beautiful job today taking advantage of that extra couple inches on the outer half.
No,
he did not.
No,
that was the makeup call, folks, because that pitch was much closer to home plate.
Catcher thinking, well, if the last one was a strike, why wouldn't that be? But
2-2, I believe.
You got it.
Okay. Big spot in the game.
All right.
Panthers are going to make the comeback.
2-2. 2nd and 3rd. 2 outs. Deuce is wild. 2 on, 2 out, and 2-2 count.
Set up outside, breaking ball.
Yeah, that's a strike.
Yep.
That's a strike. Zach Morris, once again, in his time of need, snaps off a very, very good breaking ball to get the strikeout. 2 more punch-outs in the 5th inning. Morris strands 2. And we go to the 6th with Gloucester still in front, 5-1.
Morris with 10 strikeouts, half of which are looking. So that kind of tells you something about the breaking ball.
Yeah. Do you guys expect him to come out for the 6th, or do you think that was...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
No question.
How many more pitches does he have, though?
Well, he's...
15?
I got him
that
at
last
98.
One,
What do you
okay.
got?
I had him at 94.
So he's got...
So let's say, okay. So if it's 94,
Reach a halfway.
he has 21
Yeah.
pitches left.
And here is Ryan McManus.
And we are going to see some...
Micah. Why I say Ryan?
We are going to see someone
Micah
warming
McManus.
So we do see someone warming up. I can't tell who that is.
When you guys want to close the book on Mastriani here real quick. So Ryan Francis will lead things off here against the new pitcher, Micah, 6, 7, and 8. Of course, Jaden Severino was caught stealing to end that last 5th inning, so that means Ryan continues.
So it looks like Braden Francis is going to warm up.
Okay. You said Braden Francis?
Braden, yes.
Braden Francis, the one warming up? Okay. So Ryan Francis standing in, and Micah getting ready to work to his first man. Micah throws a 2-seam fastball, a curveball, and I believe a straight change as well.
ball.
Ryan fouling that one off.
So Ryan led off. Well, he was at the plate, and the last out was made last inning.
Yep.
So it's almost like you get an extra at bat.
Though you don't get an extra look because they change pitches.
Correct. Right. Yeah.
Micah fires, and that one is deposited back up. Petrosino has it, makes the play.
Smooth play by Logan.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that ball was going to get through. Nice play by Logan. I thought that one died maybe a little bit more than I realized it would.
Yeah, and I'm going to guess Francis thought it was getting through, too.
I'm going to give you the line on Anthony there, guys.
Yep.
I got that Anthony in his 5 innings gave up the 5 runs on just 3 hits. He struck out 4. He hit 2 batters and walked 2.
Okay.
It was really the hits and the walks that
Yes.
really kind of hurt him.
And I have 4 of those 5 runs being earned.
That's right.
That's your strike. Jaden Toppin. Toppin had a single and a run in the second inning. The big 3-run inning.
That one swung on in the right field. Klosky
catch.
dives.
No.
No, he didn't. He trapped it and knocked it down.
Great bid by great bid by Devin.
Toppin with his second hit of the day.
Micah McManus in here, one of the sophomore relief pitchers. The Panther pitching depth has been expanding over the week with great performance by Graham Gavin, the sophomore, 5 innings on Monday against Tewksbury, followed by Matt Roy with 2 innings of relief, the senior picking up his first career win in the orange and black. And Connor Connolly has been pitching well, so the depth has really been expanding with the younger guys.
Yeah.
So we got a new hitter here. Jackson Hakes is going to come in to hit for Martell. So that leads me to believe that Morris is done, and he's going to move to first base.
Yeah.
Throwing down. Call that a ball?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did? No.
Did he?
Yeah.
Dom is certain, and I'm not.
He did.
So it's a yes.
Now the ball.
On the wall. So as you mentioned, the pinch hitter for Martell, and you think that's going to mean who's going to move to first?
Morris will move to first. Francis will move.
Well, if Braden comes in.
This is my guess here. Francis will move to the pitcher, and your second baseman will move to short, and Hakes will go to second.
Throw down. That's within plenty of time.
Yep.
I mean, Staffier had him dead to rights.
Yep. And that was a strike.
That's Noah's second caught stealing of the day.
Yeah.
Second runner he's thrown out.
Is that a 3-0 count?
Yeah. Questionable.
Yeah. Well, maybe they were hoping it would be a walk, but
maybe.
Oh, well,
it ends up being a walk.
Yep. Okay.
Micah gives a look in because I don't know if he agreed with that one.
Yeah.
I certainly did not, at least considering what the strike zone has been.
Okay, Amaro, another one of those two-sport athletes.
Charlie Amaro, the man standing in, looks at one on the outer half and missed.
He's one of the better players on the basketball team this year.
Oh, Charlie helped him.
Yep. Yes, he did. I think he was looking for something else.
Was that a fastball or was that a straight change?
Oh, that was a
fastball. I think it was just
I
up.
think it was a straight change.
He looked almost out.
The way he swung at that kind of looked like...
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what fooled me. I was like, he looked as if he had pulled the string on him.
Yeah.
All right, so Micah...
It was a Monty Brewster changeup. Got him.
Gets Charlie swinging there again. Got a couple of ugly swings out of Amaro there, and Micah gets through the 6th inning unscathed onto the bottom of the 6th, 5-1. The Fishermen still in front.
So McManus with 12 pitches, I got. So he gave up a base hit and a walk. And Gloucester got nothing to show for it.
All right, so let's see who takes the hill here.
All right, so what I thought was going to happen is not happening.
Okay.
Yeah,
That might be what happens in the future,
Yes.
right? Because they can always re-enter, can't they?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Morris is still out there, so that was just probably getting ready. Yep, nothing, no movement yet.
I'm not sure about the depth of the fisherman bullpen, but I know for sure they don't have an arm as good as his coming in.
No, I mean, listen, not many teams do.
Right.
And here in his 6th inning of work, he will face Gloucester, Martin, and Staffier.
Well, Coach Gentile hoping Morris can throw a short inning here and then bring him back out for the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
You get the 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Beverly. I don't know, watching him warm up doesn't look like he's slowing down at all.
No. Looks good, looks sharp.
Yeah.
Fastball's still popping. Don't see anything lazy on the mechanics.
Nope. And he has, as you can see when he warms up, he has a routine. Starts off with a couple of crow hop type throws. And then he gets on the mound and warms up.
All right. So Noah Gwansi standing in. Reached in the 2nd on the error by the left fielder and came around the score. Struck out back in the 3rd.
It was the lone run for Beverly.
That one swung on and hit on the ground over. Second baseman has it. Plenty of time. Makes the play. And Morris, just what the doctor ordered. A first pitch out, 1 pitch out.
Yeah, well, if Gentile's hoping he can get 2 more innings out of him, that'll help.
And Martin standing in now, also 0 for 2 today. Popped out to the shortstop and then struck out looking. One of 10 punch-outs for Morris. Could be actually even be 11 now, actually. I'm not exactly sure. Calling play-by-play means I don't take long looks at my scorecard.
I still have 10.
Okay,
Yeah,
it is 10.
Got him at
Okay.
10.
That one skips by to the backstop.
This next pitch should be his 100th.
All right, some more.
I think if we met somewhere between what I had and what Al had.
Yeah. Obviously, of course, we are not the officials
Right.
here on this count. Breaking ball in for a strike. And, man, since he has started to implement that breaking ball more, second half of the 2nd inning, mainly in the 3rd, it has just taken his game to another level here in this start. Reaches out, hits that one softly over to short. Shortstop has it. Going to have to make a strong throw, and he's not going to make the play.
So Francis with the hustle down the line.
And it looked like Braden really took that for granted,
Yeah.
not realizing just how slow that ball was hit, and Martin beats it out.
What?
Fran giving a hard 90 down there. That's what you love to see, and he's rewarded with an infield hit.
Yep.
Yep.
In the scorebook, it's just a hit.
Yep. 4th hit for Beverly.
Let's see if they're going to run him.
And now Staffier, who had the RBI double back in the 2nd.
Yeah, interesting call about running here. You're chasing 4 runs. It's
Right.
the 6th inning. You want to stay out of a double play. You don't want to make an out on the bases. So
Yeah. But you also think you can go on this guy, so.
Yes. Strike.
Strike.
Morris pouring that fastball into Staffier's kitchen.
thrown over. Morris aware that they may try to steal on him.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he was like the size of his head. Yeah. Right now.
He was such a like, and his belly was no thing.
Oh!
Wowzer.
That one runs in and hits Staffier high up in the back of the head, I think.
Noah not happy.
No, he's not.
You can't expect anyone to be happy taking one off the dome.
But I like that he was aware enough to get up and be mad about it, because that makes me realize that he's probably just fine.
Yeah.
That's always scary when one runs up up there on you.
The only good thing about that is it did hit him off the back and didn't get him off the side of the head in the air flap.
Yes.
They're going to take him out right now. Yeah. Doesn't mean he's out of the game, because with the catcher you can use a courtesy runner.
Yeah.
I can't see from my obstructed view who the runner is. Is it Matt Roy?
I can't see, but he's going to go have a talk with the trainer. He's going to take a quick look.
For sure.
Which, Coach Cahill wasn't giving him a choice on that.
No.
All right. That is not Matt Roy.
Oh, the pinch runner?
Yeah.
I don't know. But Jonathan Reyes now standing in. 2 on, 1 out. That one missing, low and outside.
Can't see a number on the runner.
The pole's in the way.
Mm-hmm. Graham Gavin, maybe?
I believe that's right. Number 11?
Like yep, that would be Graham Gavin.
Oh, that one nearly ran in and hit Reyes. So 2-0 on the shortstop. The freshman Jonathan Reyes. Panthers had a hard time all day getting anything going against Morris.
Yeah.
They have 2 on here with 1 out. A chance to maybe flip this lineup back over. Reyes swung on and fouls that one off as it's going to one-hop hit the house.
Well, the other thing this does is this stretches out Morris. If 115 is the number, it's going to be very difficult for him to throw a complete game.
Yeah.
Because he's at about 107 pitches right now.
I'm at this point, it's not going to happen.
No. Well, I don't know. We saw Noah Guanci with an immaculate inning the other day. And
oh, he's going to pick him up.
Oh, no!
Okay. Oh, boy, I thought they had him.
That would have helped the pitch count.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yep.
That was a time play. The first baseman's playing behind the runner, but that was a time play. He broke in behind him. And
that was a called play.
Oh, man.
Good call, too.
That's one, if that happens, you just want to bury a hole and hide.
Yep.
It's a game of inches, and it didn't.
Oh, man. Panthers breathing a sigh of...
changed this inning.
Yeah. Strike 2.
Yep. Okay. 2-2.
Did you think it was strike 3?
I did.
You don't ever do that. I don't know why you.
All right, 2 strikes on Reyes. 2 on.
He asked if he could.
1 out.
There's that breaking ball. Yep.
Oh. Slider, Morris once again. The theme of things has been when Zach needs a strikeout in a big situation in this game, he turns to the breaking ball and he snaps off a good one. 11 punch outs for Zach. And now there's 2 gone with 2 on and Petrosino standing in. And with the Panthers down 4 here, this really feels like this is a situation where they have to cash in something if they want to hope to come back into this game. They're running out of opportunities. Logan swung on and missed.
That was a nice pitch right there.
Yeah, it really was.
A little tail.
Logan's an aggressive first pitch hitter, and that bottom just fell out of that.
As great as Zach has been, he's been even better, I feel like, with men on base. He has made some of the best pitches when he's needed it the most. Big punch-outs of Quancy and Salerno are the ones I'm thinking of, where he threw 2 devastating breaking balls. You guys remember which ones I'm talking about? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, one to end the first and one to end the third, both with runners on.
He ended the 5th inning with a strikeout.
Yep.
Which that was the big one, right, with 2 men on base.
Logan swung on, high fly into center field. Center fielder's got a beat on it. Ranging over, makes the play, and Zach Morris once again works around some men on base. Probably could close the line on Zach.
Yeah, he might be able to.
We'll see, but
yeah.
He's getting fist bumps as if he's done, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Petrosino fly out to center field. Zach once again working around some damage, working around some traffic. And on to the 7th. Panthers still down 4.
Rich, is the pitch count here hard and fast, unlike Little League where you finish your batter, or can he finish
It's hard and
batter?
fast. It is. It's hard and fast. Yep. Once you hit that number, you're gone.
So he has the potential to start the 7th, but would probably only have a couple of pitches, right?
Right.
Yep. Connor Conley, the new man on the hill. Mike McManus pitching just the 1 inning, and now Conley going to take over here in the 7th. Obviously, I don't know the exact numbers in everyone's line over the 2 road games, but I know the 2 games that we've done recently, Connor's got to be working on a decent string of shutout innings out of the pen.
Yeah, like I alluded to earlier, him and Micah have really stepped up with some great relief work, and I think you're right. I don't keep score on the road, so I don't have anything to refer back to, but the depth of the bullpen has really been outstanding.
Yeah.
He's worked multiple scoreless innings out of the bullpen, I believe, both games. Both of the last 2 games that we've done. So I don't know, again, exact things I've done on the road, but if he didn't give up any runs on the road, I know he's working on something here.
Yeah, actually, he didn't pitch on Monday or Wednesday.
Okay.
Honestly, with the complete game, and 5 innings for Graham Gavin and 2 for Matt Roy on Monday. So, yeah, he hasn't pitched since you saw him last.
Okay.
I think this will still be Joe Allen, won't it?
Yep.
He came in for Matt Smith, pinch hit for him back in the 5th inning, where he went 1 to 4 to 3, glancing blow off Anthony's glove, and Logan with a nice recovery play.
Allen swing and a miss. Allen, Simendinger, and Morris at the top of the Gloucester lineup. That one missing probably low, would be my guess. Breaking ball.
Took a little off it, too.
Yeah, he did. Connor's a little funky with his delivery.
Yep.
Kind of short, drops down. Got a weight on some of those pitches, especially that breaking ball. Swing and a miss. He had Allen all sorts of tied up there in that at-bat.
Buried that fastball.
Yeah. And
great
Connor
spot.
Conley starts the 7th inning beautifully with a punch-out. And yeah, as you mentioned, he really, really ate Joe up on that fastball.
So we got Simendinger coming up.
Yep. Simendinger 0 for 2, and then walked and came around to score in the 5th. Stole a base as well. Other than that, grounded out to Visnick in the 1st and punched out in the 2nd. Simendinger reaches out and just a little nub shot over to first. First baseman has it. Will take it unassisted. And 2 gone.
3-U.
And here is the pitcher, Zach Morris. Helped himself out big back in the 5th, adding an extra tack-on run on the RBI single. Other than that, he flew out to the left fielder and flew out to Guanci, I believe it was, in the 3rd.
Yeah.
And he pops this one up. Let's see if that stays in play. Catcher going after third baseman, the one to take charge, Ian. And Connor Conley has himself about as beautiful inning as you can have. 1, 2, 3, very few pitches in the 7th to at least get the Panthers right back in the dugout and ready to hit. On to the bottom of the 7th, Panthers down to the last 3 outs, still trailing 5-1.
Be remiss not to mention after that pop-up that Ian just corralled watching the catcher with his helmet off. I'd like to mention that Drew Sadowski looks like he's checked in for Noah Staff here after taking that blow to the head.
Okay.
Drew, nice pinch hit, base hit Wednesday against Danvers. Love to see him get his opportunity there. That being the backup catcher, not a lot of innings come Drew's way, but he lined a hot smash off the third baseman's glove in Danvers in that big inning for Beverly.
Well, if Beverly's going to come back and win this, he's going to get himself an at-bat.
Yeah.
All right, so Braden Francis in. Okay, and it looks like Morris going over to shortstop. He's usually a corner infielder. So it's just a flip of the shortstop and the pitcher here.
Yeah.
Not much else.
I wonder if that's because of the earlier pinch hitting that you thought was going to set it up and he was going to be done. Does that have anything to do with it? Who's playing first?
Still the same first baseman.
It's not Hakes who pinched hit.
Right.
Martel re-entered, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I thought Simondinger would have moved over to short, and H might have come in to play second. But
so, when you guys want to close the line on Zach, and here in the 7th will be Koloski, Visnick, and Carter, who will greet Braden Francis.
Now it is interesting. I mean, Morris, he's played infield pretty much his whole life, so he knows how to play that. But he generally doesn't play the middle infield, so it'll be interesting to watch him play shortstop. But it also means you don't move too many guys around either. Of course, he did just throw over 100 pitches, so we'll have to watch the throws coming over from shortstop.
He'll probably be all warmed up today. It'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Probably should have wore long sleeves, Al.
Braden Francis coming on, throwing a little bit like Heath Bell. He's got that little pop up over the top. Heath didn't have quite the leg kick that he's got, though.
I got the book for you on Zach Morris. Zach threw 6 innings, gave up 1 run on 3 hits, 2 walks, and 11 strikeouts.
Wow.
And that run was
unearned.
Unearned, right.
All right, 2, 3, and 4 for the Panthers in their last chance. Koloski swung on and fouls this one off back towards the house.
Braden Francis also got a lot of playing time during the basketball season. Only a sophomore. You know, this Gloucester team is pretty young, too, so the future's looking pretty good for them.
Nice.
Yeah, they're taking their lumps this year for sure, but, give the younger guys an opportunity to develop.
Yeah.
Always a strong baseball program in Gloucester, so a little unusual to have the year that they're having.
Well, again, last year was so many kids. And so many of those kids on that team last year, or at least a number of them played on that team that made it to the Little League states. Base hit for
Koloski right back up the middle. Looked like the breaking ball from Braden. Devin did a nice job waiting on it and then hit it right back where it came from. So a leadoff single for Koloski. Panthers happy to see probably just about anybody on that hill that's not named Zach Morris.
Yep.
And Visnick standing in 0 for 2 today, but he did reach on an error, stole a base, walked back in the 5th.
Again, Koloski's got good speed, but you're chasing a number of runs.
Yeah. That's a hard ground ball to second.
Bobble, not going to get
A
it.
little bit of a bobble back over to first, not in time. But certainly with a 4-run lead, you want to take your time and make sure there are no mess-ups. So.
Yeah, Gloucester's is playing for outs for sure, so.
All right. So with the force out there, Visnick and Koloski basically switch places. 1 out now. Ian at first. Carter swung on right back to Braden. Braden the second. Back to first. That will do it. And after the leadoff single takes, what was it, 2, 3 pitches?
Yeah.
To finish things off in the 7th. And Gloucester ends the Panthers' win streak there. And 5-1 is the final. And, you know, talked about coming into this game, Gloucester had some struggles. But there's that saying, momentum's only as good as today's starting pitcher. And the Panthers ran into a complete buzzsaw in Zach Morris today. He had it all working.
Yeah, I mean, Zach, he came in. We had said that, you know, the last couple seasons he struggled first time facing Beverly and then owned him second time. That's essentially what happened today. He was mixing his pitches in and out. His fastball was snapping, and the curveball was just devastating.
Yeah, and you know, he really laid off using that curveball a ton until probably about, as I mentioned, probably about the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
And it was really the pitch he turned to a couple of times when he got into some trouble. Snapped off some truly filthy ones to get big punch outs.
Yeah, Saturdays at Beverly High School's home field here has not, at Brother Roberts Field, has not been kind. As a matter of fact, the Panthers dropped to 7-3 with all 3 losses at home here, undefeated on the road. The venue doesn't make a difference, I know, but their pitching matchups certainly, like you said, have been tough. So, you know, they have to, I guess, take a step back and say being 1-1 against Zach Morris isn't half bad. Not half good, but not half bad.
No.
You know, frankly, he was the difference. He was dominant, and they deserve the win.
And he helped himself at the plate, driving in a run at one point.
All right. Yeah, indeed. You're right. He did. Anthony Mastriani had a good first inning, had to struggle through some control problems. Did a good job trying to, you know, keep them in it for a little while, but Morris was just far too tough. So do we know when's the next game that we're doing here?
I think they're on the road for a couple of games next week. I think maybe
Wednesday.
Next Friday. Wednesday?
No, I think they have a home game here Wednesday.
Oh,
Okay. Is away against Peabody on Monday, is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Against Swampscott?
Might be. I think it is Swampscott.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm hearing our cameraman saying yes. So
We Rich
Wednesday time changed, but it is versus Swampscott here.
Okay, cool.
4:30 game.
Okay.
And Monday they are at Peabody.
Monday they will be at Peabody at
All right.
4.
So Panthers on the road Monday against Peabody, and then we will be back here against Swampscott 4:30 for that matchup. So for Dominic Lorenzano, Rich Francis, and Al Visnick signing off, Gloucester taking this one over the Panthers 5-1. Have a great rest of your Saturday, ladies and gentlemen.